Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Meadsy69, and we are back with a video just explaining and talking about the competition that a few of us contributors have put together. So it has been active now for a couple of days. The competition started on the 10th, and it will run until and including the 31st of December. Now, Amaunet made this competition, and she invited myself and Skate Extreme along to help out and pretty much do it as a threesome. So we was supposed to make a video with all of us in voice talking about the competition, which we did do that. It took us nearly 1 hour to do that, but the next day, Skate Extreme said it didn't work. The Discord was breaking up while we're in the middle of talking, and we kind of had to redo it. But finding the time that suits all three of us, it was just really hard to do. So I've decided to make my video. It's better late than never, to explain the competition. So, as I've said, the competition runs from 10th of December all the way to 31st of December and including. So, any battle between the 10th and the 31st will count. But you do have up until, as it's Christmas, people get drunk, people forget. You have up until January the 7th at 23:59 Central European time to post these screenshots. As long as the battle is between the 10th and the 31st, you can send the screenshot a week later, pretty much up until a week later. So, but the competition itself, it is called the 10 Tiers of Christmas. So we have got competition running through for every tier. So we got tier 1 up until tier 10. So let's get to it. We're going to start off at tier 1, and we're going to make our way all the way through to tier 10. So tier 1, luckily those that don't like playing tier 1, you haven't got to play tier 1. So tier 1 is being creative. So what we want you to do is we want you to make a drawing of one or more tier 1 tanks. So just draw us a picture, draw us a pretty picture, but it has to be a tier 1 tank. So we don't want no pictures of IS-7s or E-100s, Death Stars. It has to be a tier 1 or more tank. So the judges will be myself, Skate Extreme, and Amaunet. We will judge this together. We will pick the winner. And the prize for this is 1 week of premium time. Now remember, this is for any server. It doesn't matter what server you are. You could be the Russian server, NA server, EU. It does not matter. So this competition is throughout all servers. It's for all servers. So to post these battles, to submit your drawing or your screenshots, it will be sent to one email. We want you to send it to one email, which I will put on the screen now, and I will also put it in the description. So only submissions into that email will be accepted. So I don't want no screenshots or anything sent to me on Discord or my email myself or anywhere else except for the email given. So everything will be going to that email. So the tier 1 competition, be creative, draw us a tier 1 tank, and you will get yourself 1 week of premium. Now when you send that email, subject title for that submission will be tier 1, player name, and your server. So tier 1, player name, and your server. We don't want it being saying tier 10. and then we get a picture. That will not be included. It will only be included if it matches what the competition you are playing for. So it has to be tier 1, player name, and the server. So that is tier 1 done. Moving on to tier 2. So tier 2, whoever gets the highest XP in a tier 2 vehicle in a battle wins. So the highest amount of XP. So if there is people with the same XP, damage will count. If that is the same, then it will go to kills, which is quite rare you'll get exactly the same XP. But it has happened. So highest amount of XP in a tier 2 vehicle. Remember, it only accounts for the tier that you are playing. So again, highest amount of XP, that is only for tier 2. We don't want highest amount of XP for tier 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, blah, blah. It is only for tier 2, and it has to be in a tier 2 vehicle. So the price for that, again, is 1 week of premium time. And for this, the subject title for the submission in the email will be tier 2, player name, server, and then your amount of XP. So tier 2, player name, server, amount of XP. So the screenshots needed for that are the battle results, which shows the date and time of your battle, and the team results. So please send both of them screenshots through to the email if you are playing for the tier 2. So moving on to tier 3. Whoever keeps the most of the team alive in a tier 3 vehicle. So whoever keeps the most team alive in a tier 3 vehicle. If there's people with the same amount, so if someone's kept all 7 players alive, including yourself, we will then go by XP. And again, if that's the same, we'll go by damage. And if that's the same, we'll go by kills. So all you've got to do, keep 7 alive, have a good battle, send us the screenshot. So again, prize will be 1 week of premium. The subject title for the submission is tier 3, player name, server, and players of the team left alive. So the amount of players left alive, including yourself. So if everyone's left alive, you put tier 3, player name, server, 7 left alive, or 7 will do. Again, needed screenshots are the battle results, which shows the date and the time of your battle, and the team results. So if you don't send the screenshot, especially with that shows the date and time, it will not be accepted. So that is tier 3. So tier 4, moving on to tier 4, whoever, I'll get that right, whoever has the highest amount of bounces in a tier 4 vehicle. Now this one could be quite fun, because we only go by the bounces. So grab yourself a Valentine or Panzer B2, anything like that, and you'll have a good chance of winning, especially in tier 3 battles. So whoever has the highest amount of bounces in a tier 4 vehicle. So if there's players with the same amount, the damage will count. If that's the same, the XP will count. And again, if that's the same, the kills. But to be honest, like I've said, this is gonna be very rare that everything, but we have to do, because you never know. So again, the prize for that is another 1 week of premium time. And the subject title for that should be tier 4, player name, server, and amount of bounces. So needed screenshots for this is the battle results, which shows the date and the time, team results, and the personal results. In the team results, click your name and then screenshot that. That will show us how many bounces you have had. So moving on quickly, onwards and upwards to tier 5. Now tier 5, whoever does the most amount of damage wins in a tier 5 vehicle. So pretty straightforward. Get yourself a high amount of damage, and if that's the same, if we've got more than 1 people with the same amount of damage, XP will count. If that's the same, then kills. So again, the price for that is 1 week of premium. And the subject for that should be tier 5, player name, server, and the amount of damage. Screenshots needed for that is the battle results, which show the date and time, and the team results. So, moving on, tier 6, we have whoever gets the most supremacy points in a tier 6 vehicle. So, the amount of the most supremacy points. So, if there's people with the same amount of XP, if there's people with the same amount of points, XP will count. If that's the same, then damage, and if that's the same, kills. Price again for that will be 1 week of premium time, and the subject for that in the email will be tier 6, player name, server, and the amount of supremacy points. So needed screenshots of that is the battle result, which show the date and the time of your battle, team results, and personal results. In the team results, click your name and then the screenshot, and that will show us the amount of supremacy points you have got. So moving on, tier 7. This is where we get it gets a little bit interesting. So tier 7 will be a stream competition. It will be Skate Extreme and Amaunet 85. They'll be streaming over the course of 2.5 hours, and they will be giving away Panzer 5.4. So a tier 5 premium in a tech tree, Panzer 5.4. So this stream will happen on Skate Extreme's YouTube channel. If you haven't got his channel, I will link his channel in the description. I'm sure you will all honour his channel. And that will be done on Friday, December the 15th. So a couple more days. Friday, that will be this Friday, come Friday 15th of December, starting at 8 PM Central European. So they will pick a winner. It will be judged on the day of the stream how you're going to win. They will decide it in the stream of how you can win yourself a tank. So that is for the tier 7. So the tier 7, you haven't actually got to do anything. All you've got to do is watch the stream. So moving on, tier 8 is exactly the same as the tier 7, but this time it will be myself and Amaunet streaming in tier 8s. That will be on my channel, and over the course of 2.5 hours, and we'll be giving away another tier 5. This time it will be the Excelsior. So the stream will happen on my channel on December the 23rd. And again, that will be 8 PM Central European time. So stream giveaway Excelsior on my channel on Saturday, December 23rd at 8 PM Central European. So that's 7 PM UK time, 8 PM Central European. And again, all you've got to do is watch the stream. That's the only way that you can win a prize. A tier 5 tank in the tier 7 and the tier 8 in the tier 7, tier 8 giveaway. So moving on, tier 9. So in tier 9, we have got whoever gets the most assisted damage in a tier 9 vehicle wins. So if there is people with the same amount of assistant damage, XP will count if that's the same damage, and then if that's the same, it will go to kills. And the price for this is a nice juicy E25. So Skate has managed to get us an E25 to give away. Unfortunately, we only have one. So we have got the E25, one E25. So the subject, again, for subject title for that submission will be tier 9, player name, server, and amount of assistant damage. So the screenshots needed for this is the battle results, which show the date and time, team results, and personal results. So again, personal results in the team results, click your name and then screenshot that and send that through to the email and win yourself an E25. So last but not least, we're going on to tier 10. So tier 10 is all about teamwork. So the platoon that does the most damage together in a tier 10 vehicle wins this. So they both have to be in a tier 10. You can't have one in a tier 9, one in a tier 10. They both have to be in a tier 10. Doesn't matter if they are from the same clan. It could be any two people together in a platoon. that does the most amount of damage together. So players can be from any clan, platoon can be any composition, any tanks, as long as it's tier 10, but both vehicles have to be tier 10. So if there is platoons with the same amount of damage, XP will count. If that's the same, then it will go to the amount of kills. So the prizes for that, because there is 2 of you in a platoon, the prizes for this is a T23E3 for one player and an SU-122-44 for the other player. So the subject title for this submission is tier 10, player 1 name, player 2 name, server, amount of damage together. So the needed screenshots for this are the battle results that shows the date and time and the team results. So only one of you have to send it in. We don't want an email from both of you. Only one of you have to send this email in. So in case the players that win tanks already have that tank in their garage, we might be able to get something else. So for instance, tier 10, if the player has won the T23E3 and he's already got that, we'll be able to replace that. We can either swap it, so the other player gets the T23E3 and that player gets the SU, or if that's both the same, we will possibly be able to swap it for another tier 7 premium tech tree tank. As long as it's in the tech tree, it shouldn't be a problem. So also just to add that we have been told by Wargaming that the prizes might get bigger if we get lots of epic results. So do your best to enter the competition. Hopefully a lot of people keep Amaunet busy in her email, and we might get bigger prizes. So you never know, the tier 7 might turn into a tier 8. We don't actually know that. So at the minute, all we've given is what I've said in the competition. So that is pretty much it. Any questions, please put in the comments. I will try my best to answer them. But I'm hoping I explained it all well. They are in all the forums as well, written down. So I'm hoping it shouldn't be too hard. Although we have already started getting wrong emails or wrong competitions. I think Amaunet said at the minute 50% of the emails that she's got are wrong. So please do your best to get it right, because otherwise it won't count. So just a quick recap. So we got tier 1, draw us a picture, tier 1 tank, tier 2, whoever gets the highest amount of XP in a tier 2 vehicle, tier 3, whoever keeps the most team alive in a tier 3 vehicle, tier 4, whoever has the highest amount of bounces in a tier 4 vehicle, tier 5, whoever does the most damage in a tier 5, tier 6, whoever gets the most supremacy points in a tier 6 vehicle, tier 7 will be the stream with Skate Extreme and Amaunet on Skate Extreme YouTube, tier 8 will be myself and Amaunet streaming on my YouTube channel, tier 9, whoever gets the most amount of assistant damage, and tier 10 is teamwork, so the platoon that does the most amount of damage. So that is it. Thank you very much. Good luck to everyone that will be joining in the competition. It's worth a go. Bag yourself some premium days, or maybe even some tanks. So thanks for watching, guys. Good luck in the competition if you do wish to join in. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.